Hey guys, no, I said I was doing the one video for today, but sitting here and I got thinking, something jarred my memory, and there was a story that my dad had told me years ago about one of his previous careers that just was too darn funny not to share and immortalize on the internet. I don't know exactly when he got started, but up till the point in time that I was about 2 or 3, my dad owned a local music store. And he dealt with learning musicians, professional musicians, churches, you name it, he dealt with it, and he got all sorts of clients, had all sorts of instruments come and go through his shop, that some of which he wishes he would have kept, some of which he's glad he got rid of, some of which, up until his old house caught fire a few months after he passed away, were still in the house, and some of them still are. It just where the house caught fire, some of them ended up perishing in that house fire. Well, anyway, this particular story, I know I don't know any of the names or who these specific musicians were associated with, but Dad ended up selling a traveling musician an electric guitar. And it was one that, it was a used guitar. It had come in on trade. So it had, shall we just say, some mileage on it. As far as, you know, normal wear and tear on any musical instrument, and anyone that's a musician, especially that plays regularly, will know kind of what I'm talking about. If you don't have a pick guard on your instrument, you will scuff the finish with the pick, strumming up and down, bumps and dings and whatnot. The cases get a lot of wear, especially if you're a traveling musician loading and unloading into trucks, buses, car trunks, planes, things like that. Well, this particular musician had a gig out of state, probably cross country from where he was. And while he was out, the guitar, and this was mid to late 80s, I'm guessing. I don't know the timetable for this. While he was out over there, the latches on the guitar case had failed. And they failed right when the guy's getting ready to go to the airport to catch a return flight. So he's got no time to get another case for this guitar, but he cannot carry it on the plane, so he does the best thing he can think of to do. He puts a couple stripes of duct tape all the way around the guitar, the case in various places. He wraps it around the seam in duct tape. All of this in hopes to keep the case from opening up, while the baggage handlers for whatever airline company this guy's traveling with so delicately take care of his livelihood in the hold of this airplane. Well, he ships out, he checks the guitar and check baggage, jumps on the plane, makes his flight home, goes to the baggage carousel waiting for baggage claim, and you know, sometimes you get lucky and your bags are some of the first, sometimes you're not and they're some of the last. Well, he gets there and no sign of his guitar. To to the point where he's there and everyone on his flight has came and got their bags. And this specific guitar case is nowhere to be found. And he's like, well, great, now I gotta go file a lost luggage claim, and my guitar may or may not be in a million pieces, and all the things that you think when you lose your luggage, especially if it's a musical instrument. Well, about the time he's ready to turn around, these two airport security guards walk up. Now, this was long before 9/11, so airport security was pretty lax, but it was still a thing, you know, no x-rays or things like that. So, are you Mr. So-and-so? Yes, sir. We need you to come with us. He goes, oh, no. Thinking he's in random big trouble, or his guitar got destroyed and they sent them out there so that he wouldn't beat up on a desk clerk. So he goes back to he walks with these gentlemen into a small room, and there's his guitar case sitting on the table. And he's like, oh, cool. And they go, Mr. So-and-so, is that your guitar, or is that your luggage? He goes, yes, sir. Well, the drug dog hit on it. And he